You are not going to want to miss the latest issue of Cemetery Insider, a free newsletter powered by Ring Ring Marketing for the death care profession. We start off this issue with an article highlighting a bill in Connecticut aimed to strengthen the oversight and care of veterans' graves. Connecticut lawmakers are advancing the legislation designed to improve the upkeep of veterans' graves across the state. The measure comes after concerns arose about neglected or poorly maintained graves, even when perpetual care had been arranged. The legislation is intended to create a consistent framework for the care of veterans' burial sites and strengthen transparency. We also report on a cemetery in Montreal, Notre Dame des Neiges Cemetery, which is exploring immersive night walks. They're exploring the possibility of introducing the nighttime walking experience across its grounds in collaboration with Moment Factory, a firm known for large-scale multimedia productions. Although still in the early planning phase, cemetery officials see this concept as a potential way to generate new revenue while highlighting the historic and cultural significance of its cemetery. We also report on the U.S. military, which is marking the repatriation of unknown World War II remains. U.S. military officials have conducted the first repatriation ceremony at Manila American Cemetery and Memorial for previously unidentified American service members whose remains were exhumed as part of an ongoing identification initiative. Now, the Philippines remains the country with the highest number of unaccounted for American personnel from World War II. Of the roughly 82,000 service members from the U.S. that are still missing from World War II, the Korean War, and the Vietnam War, more than 10,000 were lost in the Philippines alone. Other articles in this issue include a case out of West Virginia where a West Virginia cemetery operator has admitted fraud in a missing marker case. Jeffrey Ferris, who's 65, pleaded guilty to wire fraud, according to federal prosecutors. He owned and managed 4 cemeteries across West Virginia, including Greenlawn Memorial Park in New Martinsville, Elkins Memorial Gardens in Elkins, Greenlawn Memorial Cemetery in Clarksburg, and Forest Lawn Memorial Gardens in Jane Lew. The total financial impact is estimated to be between $250,000 and $550,000. He faces a maximum penalty of 20 years in federal prison. We also report on a public cemetery in California, receiving a $1 million federal grant for essential infrastructure upgrades. That's the Coachella Valley Public Cemetery, as well as a cemetery in West Virginia developing a new cremation garden, and a bunch of legislative news, including Maryland lawmakers pushing to investigate the deaths of some children at a hidden cemetery, as well as the Florida legislature advancing a bill to strengthen the protection of abandoned and historic cemeteries. Read all those articles and more in the latest issue of Cemetery Insider. Don't forget, subscribe for free.